Israel's prime minister is saying the terror group Hamas will pay for the murders of 3 Israeli teens kidnapped more than 2 weeks ago. Airstrikes are being used on militants in Hamas-controlled Gaza as government officials continue talks on how to further respond. Consul General of Israel in New York City, Ambassador Ido Aharoni, joins us on the 850 KOA Newsline to talk about the developing situation. Mr. Ambassador, good morning. What's happening, say, right now?
Well, the Israeli cabinet, headed by our prime minister, is about to convene for the third time to decide what would be the scope and the magnitude of the Israeli response. But make no mistake, there will be a response. We hold Hamas responsible for this brutal murder of 3 children.
It is a tragic situation. I know you would agree with that. And the group Hamas, we've heard about them for decades and decades, you could say, in Israel for generations, right? Who exactly or what is this group?
Hamas is all about Islamic rule. Unlike the Palestinian Liberation Organization or the Fatah, which are interested in Palestinian statehood, Hamas is not interested in the national solution. It's not part of the Palestinian national movement. It's an Islamic group, a radical Islamic terrorist organization that is responsible for the killing and the maiming of thousands of Israelis over the years. Hamas is responsible primarily for the barrage of rockets that we had to absorb in the Israeli southern region, 12,000 of them to be exact in the last 7 years alone. So Hamas is a deadly, brutal organization. We view Hamas responsible for what happened, and they will pay the price.
You know, Hamas has not, I guess, officially claimed responsibility for this, but is there a line that's drawn? I mean, and I hope you know what I mean by this. There's one thing to have adults killing adults, right? But when you talk about kidnapping and the murders of children, I mean, it's almost another realm. I don't know if you would agree with that.
Well, I think you're right. This is why it's so shocking to so many people. We were all children once. We all can relate to the sentiment of a parent. When you send your child to school, you expect them to return home safe. And the fact that they were murdered 5 or 6 minutes after they were abducted, and now the Israeli police just released a tape that was taped through one of the cellular phones of the teenagers. It's heartbreaking to hear the tape. It's unbelievable, in fact. So I think that what you're looking at here is a brutal organization that views every Israeli, a man, a woman, a child, as a legitimate target. And this represents a different kind of terrorism, a different kind of violence, different kind of inhumane behavior that requires a different kind of response.
We wish your country the best. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you on, Mr. Ambassador. Consul General of Israel in New York City, Ambassador Ido Aharoni.